Hey folks, welcome to Fuel the Fire TV. We've got an action-packed episode for you this week. We're hunting white-tailed deer up on Manitoulin Island. In the 100-acre hunter and our learning curve tip, we're going to talk to you about how to take care of your deer herd on a small tract of land.
Stay tuned for Fuel the Fire TV.
We'll be right back.
Life offers no guarantees, but the one thing we've learned for sure is that time is indeed precious. The more time we spend with family, with friends, and with nature can make the difference between living a good life and living a great one. Join us on our quest to be participants rather than observers, to learn from our mistakes, to share our successes and our failures as we spend all of the time we have chasing our dreams, fueling our passion, and fueling our fire in the great outdoors.
Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by Closed captioning for Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by Island Sunrise Cottages. Fish, hunt, stay, Manitoulin.
Manitoulin Island, also known as Nido-Minising, means Spirit Island in the Anishinaabe language. It was and continues to be a sacred place for everybody that lives here, including the Anishinaabe people, the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi. Manitoulin has a great hunting heritage and a rich heritage going back hundreds, if not thousands of years. Our pristine waters, our low population, and our fantastic scenery makes this a popular tourist destination in the summer months, but all through the year. One of those high traffic times for us on Manitoulin is our white-tailed deer season. We've got over 100 lakes on the island. We have 2,800 square kilometers in area, which makes us the largest freshwater island in the world. That also means that there are a ton of great hiding spots for our white-tailed deer herd. It's a healthy herd. We take hunting real serious up here. We love to bow hunt and rifle hunt. Our season goes in bow season from the beginning of October to the middle of November. We're open for 7 days in November, and then we follow that up with a 7-day muzzle. Stay tuned for some of this whitetail hunting action.
Okay, so it's November 14th. We're right in the heat of the rut. I came in this morning in the dark. I'm back at the farm, but we know that the deer are chasing pretty hard. We only have a few days left of bow season, and we need to get it done. I'm by myself. I don't have a cameraman, so I'm trying to do it on my own. I see a doe. I see a doe. Jeez, every time you come out, you learn something. That doe busted me underneath me when I was watching that nice buck. And I just turned my foot, and the rubber on my boot was stuck to the metal on the stand. And it made a little noise, and she looked right up at me. And that was it. It was game over. I tried to get positioned. I tried to get the camera in position so that I could draw back on that buck. He was 27 yards. It's not easy. Especially when you know that you could have made that shot, or there was a good chance you could have made that shot if you weren't trying to get it all on video. That's hunting. Live and learn, I guess. And that was exciting. That would have been by far my best buck with a bow.
Well, we're here at Wildlife Artistry Custom Taxidermy in Orangeville, Ontario. Wayne Azzopardi is our in-house expert, and he's our show technician when it comes to taxidermy. I'm excited to be here because we have a bunch of heads to pick up, right?
Yes, we do. We've actually got 5 of them to pick up.
Perfect. Which one are you going to show me first? This 10-pointer was a real good deer for me. He would have been my best with my bow. Unfortunately, I had 2 opportunities to take him, and I blew both of them. But very fortunate for the hunter that at opening day of rifle season, he was able to harvest this deer. Still a real good quality deer, a 3.5-year-old deer. Very happy to be able to grow deer like that with good nutrition and good food plots and lots of safe zones for deer to hide out. This is what you can expect to harvest as a 3-year-old.
This segment of Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by Ramaco's, Source for Adventure.
Hey, welcome folks to the 100 Acre Hunter. This week we're talking about electric fences on food plots. This food plot is only about a half an acre. I wanted to be here in the bow season and into the rifle season. Where I don't have the electric fence, it's chewed right off, just right to the mud. But as you can see behind me, this has grown. It's almost 2 feet high. So what I want to talk about is how the electric fence actually works. Set it up so it has a 3D look to it. So what we've done is we run 2 strands of electric fence, yay high, and what I've done is I brought another one out here about 2 feet. So when you're actually walking up to this, even with our eyes, it gives you a 3D image. It's worked really well. We're mid-September right now, and it works.
Man, you picked the right year to put up that electric fence around your food plot. I mean, we had an early fall and lots of snow. On my food plots, I had nothing left by the time rifle rolled around. Forget muzzleloader.
Yeah, that electric fence worked really well. It kept the deer out. You could tell the one side of it was ate right off, and for quite a while during bow season, you could see the deer working around that. They wanted in, but they couldn't get in.
Right.
When I dropped that fence, man, they just poured in. Every night I had 8 or 10 deer, like easily in that food plot.
You had some good action too over the course of the fall, and then once you were starting to really hunt that hard, you got some good action.
Oh, for sure. Rifle season, it snowed a ton, and it paid off for sure. Those deer were in there feeding hard.
That's right. Let's check out Rob's rifle hunt.
I just got in the blind here. There's already some does coming out in the field. It's a good sign. There's a storm coming in tonight. That's a nice looking doe out there. Got fawns with her. Real healthy looking, feeding on that food plot. Oh, there's a nice little 6-pointer coming out. Look at that, he's checking them does out. Oh, it might be a real good night. Nice healthy looking deer too. Looks good for a 1.5-year-old animal. Nice set of antlers on him already. Well, the weather's starting to really turn there now. Snow's starting to come down. It's always good though. Lots of big bucks move in this bad weather, so. Oh, there's doe coming out. Oh, I see antlers moving in behind her. Well, that looks like a better buck. I better get ready here. That's actually a really nice buck coming out there. I got him on camera moving. Oh yeah, that's a really good deer. Big heavy buck. I can take that deer. I can get on him here. Whew. I just put a shot in that buck. Put right on his shoulder there. I just see him smashing a whole bunch of trees up there.
Let's wait a few minutes, see if we got him. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes since we shot. I couldn't get the camera swung fast enough. But he took off into that corner and I seen the tree that he ran into just went flying and the snow went flying. It was pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure he's down. So we'll go over and take a look. Looks like he's bleeding pretty good. The blood all up and down that tree. That blood here still. This looks like where he fell down. Oh, there he is. There he is right there. Nice 8-pointer. The one I shot in bow season, he had a twin, and I think this is him. And he broke off a brow tine here. That's alright. He's pretty cool. It's Wednesday of the season. I've seen lots of does and fawns and not really much for bucks, so I'm pretty happy to get this guy.
I want to see it.
Suspense, eh?
Suspense is killing me. Yes! Awesome. That is awesome. Good job. Yeah. Look at that. A good solid. Jeez, he's got some mass to him too.
Yeah.
What do you figure? Man, he's got a big body. Pull him out a little bit. Wow.
He's almost a twin to the one we got in archery. So.
How heavy was he?
200 pounds. I took him to the buck and doe contest last night just to weigh him in and see what he was.
200 pounds. Field dress. So he was probably 230?
Yeah,
maybe?
likely.
240?
What did Ian say? 50 pounds of
50 pounds
stomach.
of gut. So yeah, you're looking at whatever. So maybe a 3.5. That's a good deer. In my books, I don't care what anybody says. That's a nice deer. Awesome. Fueling the passion. And of course, fueling the fire and getting outdoors. That's what happens, folks. Good job.
Hey folks, welcome back. Here at Fuel the Fire TV, we're going to chronicle our development as hunters, as we learn new skills and improve on old ones. We all know that bow hunting success doesn't come easy, nor does videoing that success. But when it does happen, it sure is sweet. Check this out.
Okay, folks. It's November 9th still. It's the afternoon hunt. The wind is just too perfect for this stand. It hasn't been hunted this week. I just have a feeling that this is the spot to be. I think I made a real good shot on a young 8-pointer. He was 30 yards. He came in for 5 minutes or so, as you saw in the video. He was distracted by a pheasant. There's a pheasant down underneath me, and also my decoy. But he was still on a beeline. He wanted to get down to that clover field down there. You saw him run through the bush to get here. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to get down there, but I just want to give him a few more minutes. I can see him right there. He's done. Oh, I'm super stoked. That is just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, we're gonna go retrieve this deer. He's just over the, he didn't even make it down into the clover field. So we'll go get him and we'll show you the recovery. This is my little 8-pointer that I shot this morning. see he's right in the rut. He's all shredding up trees. He's broke off here. He's a scrapper. I couldn't ask for a better morning. All right. Fuel your passion. Fuel the fire. And get outdoors.
This segment of Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by North Meridian Enterprises.
In this week's Learning Curve tip, we're going to be talking about mineral sites on your property. The onset of antler growth is determined by photoperiod. So once the days start to get longer, antlers start to grow. Now, what happens is that the body releases hormones that allow for rapid uptake and transfer of nutrients into antlers during that high growth season, which is in the spring and into summer. As the summer gets later, testosterone is released by the male deer, and that testosterone calcifies and hardens those antlers. Growing antlers are about 80% protein by weight, but once they're hardened, they're actually about 50-50. And the four most common minerals, calcium and phosphorus, are the two highly concentrated ones, and then you do also have magnesium and sodium. Now, there is some debate in amongst the science behind mineral sites about whether or not it's beneficial to have these sites on your pieces of property. Lots of the research does promote this notion of helping deer when you're in areas of low nutrition. So we know that that helps. We also know that big bucks and old bucks and antler size are dependent on two main things: the age of the deer and nutrition. So that's a guarantee. If you're going to do a mineral site and you've got 100 acres, the rule of thumb is about one mineral site for every 1 to 200 acres. You want to make sure that the product you're using has a good calcium to phosphorus ratio. So you want to have 2 times as much calcium as you do phosphorus. And it's simple. You take an area like this, you can clear it right to the ground, or you can actually do it with some dead wood, because that wood will soak up this mineral. Pour that mineral all over that little site. So you can pour it right on top, Aspen. You can pour it all over, yep, put it right on top. You can put some in the ground. Awesome, make sure you get all of your money's worth, and that'll soak into the ground nicely. Just remember, folks, there's no quick fix to improving the quality of deer in your deer herd. This is gonna take some time. It's gonna take patience, and it's gonna take commitment. But if you do that and you put in all 3, you will see those results. That's this week's Learning Curve tip. We'll be right back. Hey folks, welcome back to Fuel the Fire TV. Now, I've shot a couple of good whitetail bucks over the last few years, but this particular hunt with Diane out on my good friend Dave's farm, well, it humbled me. I've hunted with Dave and his 2 boys, Jason and Jamie, for some time now, and we've taken some decent deer, you know, deer to be proud of. But this particular hunt, well, it will forever hold me in their debt. We were simply awestruck.
We're out in the shooting shack overlooking a food plot, and I can see that there's lots of action in the food plot. They're cropping it right down to nothing pretty much. And he called me today at work and said yesterday while he was going to work, he saw a big deer out here with a good set of antlers. He thought it would be a good idea for someone to come out, and it just happens to be me. Okay, we got a small 10-pointer out there. I'm trying to get Diane to think about taking him. That might have been the deer that Dave saw yesterday. He said he saw a deer to the right of the shooting shack come out about 4:30. And he said he could see antlers. He did look. He started to get a little bit nervous because he's looking back into the bush, which, you know, could mean that he's hanging with something bigger. Good sign. You can't shoot a big buck if you shoot the little ones first. So, okay. This guy's good, Bubba. You gotta get him. We gotta get him. Tell me when you're on him. Okay. Are we ready? He's gotta stop. monster.
How come you didn't let me shoot him?
I'm sorry, I couldn't let you shoot that deer. He's a giant. Did you see how big he is? I'm just shaking like crazy. He's a giant.
He is an old deer. Oh my.
Look.
What is that?
Look at how old this deer is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's all just mass. I mean, talk about capping off an awesome season. I can't thank Dave and Shelba enough. And this is a phenomenal deer in my mind. I mean, it's just, this is it. It's just crazy.
But this gun I bought years ago from a good sponsor of us, Brian Romacco. Didn't have much money at the time, so Brian put it on layaway. It was a used gun. I knew some old timers with a gun just like that, and I always wanted one. And so, thanks, Brian.